terminology for Egypt, Kemet. It was a story about Heru and his uncle Set. He couldn't beat Set, fighting him head up, and how he finally beat Set was Set used to pass the laws. He bounded him to his own laws. And that's when I read that story again, because I didn't really understand it the first time, but as I got older and mature, you understand things differently. So I said, okay, we as a people, we are interwoven into what they call the American society. Now, we are interwoven into the American society. How do we use the tools? One being the law, one being the political process. How do we make this work for us? A lot of times, we can have our own people on a local level. I'm talking about our right-hand man run for district office. And I think that, this is the type of strategy that in the near future that I think that we should get in. We should, wherever we can control that, especially locally, we supposed to control that hands down. Because then we control a lot of neighborhoods, a lot of seats like that, then we can influence the type of change that we want to influence. You see, I think that that's the type of strategy that I'm looking for in the near future. I used to write brothers when I was inside and tell them this, but they got love for you, but they dismiss you like, oh, you got too much time on your hands. Nobody doing that stuff you talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm like, I said, I see it clearly, because when I was small on my block, it was a Spanish lady. She had like a few children. I remember her being on welfare all my life. Then she went back to school at a late age. She had gray hair and all that. She got herself together. You know what I mean? She was always a good lady. Then one day I saw her putting up posters. She was running for District 32, which was our district. And I always stood by, because I saw her transformation, but I'm still young. I think at the time I'm like 19, so I'm not really grasping the full impact. Right. But as I get older, that's the image that I relate back to. So I'm like, this lady lived 10 houses down from me. And I saw her story. So I'm like, well, why can't this dude, which is my man, who ain't never been incarcerated, he got advanced degrees, why he can't get that seat? And why my other man that live in the other neighborhood, why he can't get that seat? Because a lot of time too, monies that we pay taxes, so the money that go to our city or our town, they go back to these districts. A lot of time, it's money made available for nonprofits to do stuff like that you can't apply for, but he has to apply for you. And I'm saying like, this is how we gotta start moving. We gotta start, like, our plan got to be a little bit more sophisticated, Like, I've been anti-America for a long time. I say, you know what? This is my country. I'm naming something else, but it's still my country. I was born over here, so my people built it. So I got more right there as far as to live with dignity. So how do we live with dignity if we don't start controlling the instruments that everybody else control? Like I was building with Divine Pride from the Center of Leadership for Urban Solutions. Now he got a lot of clout with the police departments in Bed-Stuy. Like the commanders talked to him. So he was telling me, he said, listen, when these people go into the Jewish neighborhoods, the police just don't go into the Jewish neighborhoods to go get whoever they want. They got to call somebody and let them know they coming in that neighborhood before they get that individual. He's like, why that can't happen in our community? And these are the type of strategies that they try to put together from out the Center of New Leadership. And I'm listening to him as he running it down to me. I say, that is the truth. Just like the diversion programs they trying to get. Instead of always locking some of these youth up, send them to the neighborhood diversion programs. Who gonna run the programs? Us. But we gotta use this to our benefit. And I think that it's a little piece lacking between us doing that and where a lot of times how we see. You know, and it's like I was like, I can't wait to get off of parole for at least I could vote, because in New York, you can get everything, all your rights restored except for the right to carry a gun and for the right to hold office. Because I got a partner of mine right now, he's kind of heavy in the child advocacy world. They wanted him to run for one of the political offices, but he can't because he's a charge he actually caught when he was like 18 years old. So he can't, even though he got all his rights restored, he can't run for office. So since people like him can't run for office, either we go to groom the people we need to run for office, or, you know, we gotta put other people under some serious pressure, man, because they need to do what we need to do, make them do. So we gotta bind them same way he binded his uncle Seth to the laws. You advocate these laws, okay? Let me see if you can really live up to them. And I think that, you know, that's just another strategy. Peace.